I think one of the most defining things about learning who you are as a person is the struggles that you go through, because you learn so much about yourself when you're knocked down. My name is Rachel Hunter, and I am the owner of Florae Flowers. I started Florae 11 years ago. It started in my 2-bedroom apartment. It's definitely been a patient, slow journey, but the steps have really kept going in the right direction. It's been my relationship. I love it like you would love a child. I love it like you would love a partnership and a marriage, and I've devoted all of my time and energy into that. I can't imagine my life without this business. It's absolutely my way of life, because this business is so much more than me. It just brings so much joy and connection with people.
Coronavirus cases are rising sharply here in Colorado.
We're staying at home, except when absolutely necessary.
And couples are faced with a tough decision after months of planning their perfect day.
I'll just never forget how I thought, there's no way that this could go at least into August. Definitely be back looking for it. Hope to do it. I really did realize the wedding season was absolutely not going to happen. I just broke down in tears, because that's 90% of the business. I closed for 2 weeks just to sit with it and wrap my head around what we were going to do. When you have the mindset of you're not going to allow yourself to fail, you inevitably open your mind to other ways of thinking, because you don't stay narrow-minded. If there's no other option but to make it work, you open up to all the different ways that you're going to make it work that you didn't think before, because you didn't have that fear. Prior to COVID, I was concentrating all the time on just weddings and events. I didn't have any time or focus to even see how the business can do so much more than just weddings and events. Then it was like, okay, we have to shift what this can do. This can deliver flowers, this can deliver clothing, this can be an online business, this can be retail shopping. There's a lot of good that comes out of fear sometimes, because if you're unwilling to let it fail, then you expand your way of thinking. What was just 10% in retail turned into about 90% of the business for 2020. It was 180 flip of what we were doing in work, but those numbers were not anywhere near what events bring in. We did a third in numbers in 2020. We could only do so much with our retail because we had only about 300 square feet to sell retail out of. It's always scary when you know exactly what you have to pay every month and the money's not coming in the same. But I never believed in my heart that I would actually lose it, because I wasn't willing to. I would have done anything to keep it. So I don't know how to lead into this for you, but I just went on a walk with the dogs on a Sunday, walked by the building that I had seen multiple times, but this time, because I was physically standing next to it, I noticed the for rent sign. I said to myself, I'm like, oh my God, I'm literally staring at exactly what I ever thought this business would look like and could be. This is it. It's right in front of my face. And then I proceeded to visit this space at least once a week, if not more. I would sit outside in the courtyard, sit on the bench, stare at the building, and I would just say hello to it and talk to it like you would visit a loved one. I would talk out loud. I would speak to my belief system and to the building, and I would just visit it like, hello, it's really nice to meet you. I've been wanting to meet you for so long. I knew it was going to be much more expensive than where I was. All I can be told is no, or it's not going to work. We went from 1,500 square feet in the old space to a 4,822 square foot space that actually has 2 levels. A Florae is now entirely upstairs, and because it's 2 levels, we added on a second business under the LLC called Archives, a vintage thrift store focusing more in the 70s, 80s, and 90s era. I am very close to my father, and I look up to my father so dearly. He's financially smart and all of that, but one of the biggest doubters just out of his protection of me was my father. Why would you move into a place that's going to triple your rent and have to have more staff, therefore more payroll, when a pandemic is still in effect and you still don't know if weddings and events, which mind you is the bulk that would be paying it in 2021, is going to happen? Why would you do that? Because you can't have your dream right in front of your face and decide to choose fear. You don't always get the chance to see and meet your dreams, and I have. I would be far more sad to have gone on in life and never know what this would be like versus trying and it not working. I wouldn't trade my struggles for anything, not one bit. They've been the most beautiful blessing to me, no matter how much heartache they come with.